Everybody, this is Dream, and today we have a 7-game NBA slate. There are just a ton of injuries today. When I get into that injury report, I will kind of note a couple things about those injuries. But with that said, guys, before I get started, can you guys like and subscribe? That really does help the channel. Let's go ahead and get started on the injury report. For the 76ers, McDaniels is questionable. For the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Allen are both questionable. If Mitchell is out, LeVert and Garland would get a boost. If Allen is out, Mobley and Stevens would get a boost. For the Grizzlies, Morant, Adams, and Clark are out. For the Heat, Lowry is questionable. For the Kings, Lyles is out. For the Bulls, Javonte Green is out. That would give Alex Caruso a boost. For the Lakers, LeBron, Davis, and Bamba are out, which give pretty much everybody on the team a boost, depending on who their starters are. For the Rockets, Sengun is questionable. For the Celtics, Robert Williams is out. For the Timberwolves, Gobert and Reed are both questionable. Towns and Noel are out. If Gobert is out and Reed plays, Reed would get a boost. If Reed is also out, that would give McDaniels and Anderson and also Prince a boost. And then for the Mavericks, Doncic is out and Kyrie is doubtful. He looks like he's not going to play, and that would give Hardaway Jr. a boost and Hardy a boost. But Hardaway Jr. is also questionable. If he's out, then Hardy and Green would get a boost, and Wood is questionable. And if he's out, Kleber and Powell would get a boost. You could also even make an argument for some other guys. For the Spurs, Keldon Johnson is questionable, Jones is questionable, Langford is questionable, and Branham is questionable. Collins is doubtful, McDermott is doubtful, Sochan is doubtful, and Vassell is doubtful. Bates Diop, Wesley Mikulaveski, I don't know how to say your name, sorry, and Graham would all get boosted depending on who's in and out. For the Warriors, Wiggins is out, and for the Clippers, Powell is out. So let's go ahead and get into the players I do like today. I don't have a ton. Obviously, there's just a lot of injuries that are going to really make or break our lineup today, but I do have a few guys here. We'll start with Devontae Graham. He should be in the starting lineup pretty much regardless of how the injuries play out for them. Unless something crazy happens. But he's played really well as a starter, and I expect that to continue. His price has come up a little bit, but it's still lower than what it needs to be. As for Alex Caruso, he continues to start with injuries there to Javonte Green, and as long as he starts, he'll be viable here. He hasn't got the big-time upside that he normally has. He hasn't had a big game for a while, but he does have that potential, especially in an up-tempo matchup against the Kings, so I do think he's in a good spot. Jason Tatum for the Celtics, also very interesting today. He has pretty good upside today, especially considering the fact that it seems like every other game he has a big game, and it looks like it'll be this one. So I expect him to have a really good game in this plus matchup against Minnesota. Kawhi Leonard also looks fairly interesting today. He's played really well as of late. Ever since Westbrook joined the team, he seems like his scoring has really actually done better, and he's playing more consistently. So I do think he's in a really great spot here against the Warriors, though it is a little bit of a risky game if it gets out of hand. But he's scoring the ball really well, and it should be an up-tempo game. Derek White also looks very good today. He's played really well, with other injuries to the Celtics, and even though most of the guards are back today, he still has some good upside here. The real risk here is if he gets into foul trouble again, which he's done a couple times in the last 5 or 6 games. But his price is still pretty fair for his potential here. And then Reggie Bullock definitely looks pretty interesting today if Luka and Kyrie are both confirmed out, as well as some other guys are out, like Wood. He would definitely get a big boost because he tends to start in those situations and plays good minutes. He's kind of got a similar upside to Alex Caruso from that perspective. Obviously, there's a lot of injuries that we have to wait on and find out. My team plays here: Miami over Memphis, Philly over Cleveland, Sacramento over Chicago, Boston over Minnesota, Houston over the Lakers, Dallas over the Spurs, and the Clippers over the Warriors. There's just so many injuries today that it's really going to be hard until we get all the injury news later in the day to figure out, especially with Cleveland and the Mavericks as well as the Spurs. Those 3 teams really have a lot of movement that could be had. So stay tuned for those injury reports. Make sure to join Discord if you want to get the up-to-date on those things. We have those in there. So thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. And have a nice day, guys.